Midnight Sonata still has the lead with 64,000.
Who dares to challenge next?
I think the found a challenger.
Well,
Here comes a new challenge.
yeah.
Here comes Dragon.
Katie definitely left with the most money.
That's because I just did not want
Right.
Dr. Wolf was able to advance for what you earned.
I have gotten up to 500,000, but could not answer the 500,000.
Alright, Carrot Dragon. Question set 5, 6, and 7 have been used. Pick a number between 1 and 10.
Give me number 3.
Number 3.
I'm trying to hold the camera. Could you get me a chair?
Yes, it is.
Check your picture in
Dang it.
Tall one.
Yes, it
Tall
is.
one. Chris.
Chris.
Tall chair. Thank you.
Alrighty. $100, Rob. Which
Thank
video
you.
game was widely renowned for its incredibly realistic presentation at the time of its release? A. Quarterback. B. Half-Life. C. Fifth Wheel. Or D. Sixth Sense.
Wait, you're saying a video game?
A video game.
Was praised for its realistic depiction at the time of its release?
Yes.
And read the options again.
Quarterback, Half-Life, Fifth Wheel, Sixth Sense.
I'm going to say Half-Life.
That is correct. Yeah, it was a bonus.
The others are not even video game names.
Exactly. 200. What is the name of Mario's brother from the Super Mario series? Is it A, C. Luigi, or D. Angelo?
You didn't say Michelangelo. No. His name is Luigi.
Correct. Okay. $300. What famous little droid was usually at the side of C-3PO in the Star Wars movies? A. R2-D2, B. R4-D4, C. R6-D6, or D. R8-D8?
It is R2-D2.
Correct. $500. What is the name of Captain Jack Sparrow's pirate ship from the Pirates of the Caribbean movies? A. White Jet, B. Green Emerald, C. Black Pearl, or D. Blue Sapphire?
It is the Black Pearl.
Correct. 1,000. What is the name of the doctor in the Dracula novel who is obsessed with destroying the vampire? A. Jonathan Harker, B. Abraham Van Helsing, C. Quincy Morris, or D. Arthur Holmwood?
It is Van Helsing.
That is correct. All right. $2,000. Which shipping company does Tom Hanks' character work for in the movie Castaway? Does he work for A. FedEx, B. UPS, 3. DHL, or D. USPS?
It is FedEx.
Correct. 4,000. What is the name of Marty McFly's main antagonist in the Back to the Future series of movies? A. Riff, B. Biff, C. Cliff, or D. Griff?
It is Biff.
It was the weird transition. Yeah, okay. It was a weird transition. That it was going from.
Yeah,
Yeah, that is my final answer.
That's correct.
Okay.
I didn't try to throw him off.
Don't scare me.
It's hard to shoot me.
Formality. Anyway, $8,000. Which two options did Sheldon Cooper add to the classic game of rock, paper, scissors in the show The Big Bang Theory? Did he add A. Turtle and Kirk, B. Lizard and Spock, C. Crab and Cisco, or D. Frog and Picard?
Who's exactly 2 years older than me.
Big thing.
I've never seen that show in my life.
No.
He doesn't like sitcoms.
I don't like sitcoms. I'm gonna ask for an audience lifeline.
Who do you wish to call?
No, I'd like audience.
Everybody. Okay.
Alright, repeat the questions and the answers.
All right, guys. Which two options did Sheldon Cooper add to the classic game of rock, paper, scissors on The Big Bang Theory? Did he add A. Turtle and Kirk, B. Lizard and Spock?
It seems to be unanimous.
Yeah, I don't even need to go on to that.
That was my thought, but I wasn't sure. It is Lizard and Spock. Okay.
And that is correct.
All right.
Technically, it wasn't Sheldon who added it. He actually credited someone else with it.
Oh, did he?
Yes.
Okay. Okay, so that was the $2,000 question?
It was 8,000.
Oh, 8,000.
You were already well up there. 16,000. In the Marvel Cinematic Universe, Peter Parker, aka Spider-Man, becomes a protege of which famous Avenger? A. Captain America. B. Hawkeye. C. Iron Man. Or D. War Machine.
It is Iron Man.
That is correct.
You sound like that so much.
I don't know how well it'll show on the video though. Continue.
$22,000. What is the one thing that Frieza, Dragon Ball's most well-known and notorious villain, was afraid of? Was he afraid of A. his father, B. the legendary Super Saiyan, C. Prince Vegeta, or D. the full moon?
I'm gonna lifeline.
Would you like to phone a friend? Or would you like to have a visit?
Yeah, I'm gonna phone a friend.
Phone a friend.
Who are we calling?
We're calling Josh.
Josh?
The legend that you fear. The legendary Super Saiyan!
That is my answer, Super Saiyan.
That's correct.
Super Scion? Did you just say Scion?
I have no idea how to pronounce it. You literally said it before you did. How could you forget? Yelling it.
Do you hear what I am saying?
And you don't like puns?
Alright.
You think I got it bad?
Okay. 64,000. What happens if one gathers all the cards of Exodia the Forbidden One in Yu-Gi-Oh! In their hand?
What the freaking heck?
Language! This is a PG channel.
Do you A. instantly lose? Do you B. instantly win? C. have an instant draw? Or D. the game starts over?
Okay, give me a 50-50.
50-50.
Right. Is it an instant draw or an instant victory?
I'm gonna go with an instant victory.
Is that your final answer?
Yes, it is.
Correct.
Yes!
I
You're tied.
I play Pot of Greed, which allows me to draw 2 cards.
Yeah, but what does it do?
Okay, $125,000.
Let's see. What is the registry number of the USS Enterprise from the Star Trek universe? A. 1700. B. 1701.
Where do I go get in
C.
line?
1864.
I'm over here,
Or
look
D. 2000.
It is 1701.
Is that your final answer?
That's my final answer.
Sorry, Katie. That's correct.
I will give him that.
Alrighty. What number are we on?
We are now at $250,000.
No lifelines left.
Alright.
No lifelines left.
Lifelines left.
In trouble.
What is the name of a science fiction series that was created long after the death of its creator, Gene Roddenberry? Was the show called A. Cartwheel, B. Cigar, C. Andromeda, or D. Milky Way?
I'm gonna say Andromeda.
Final answer.
That is my final answer.
You have $250,000.
Well, congrats, Tarek. You got as far as I did. Let's see if you can get farther.
See if I can get further.
$500,000. What was the very first Pokemon ever designed?
Oh no, you don't even.
Is it A. Pikachu, B. Mew, C. Rhydon, or D. Charizard?
I wish to withdraw.
You wish to withdraw?
You don't even want to give it a guess?
For the
I do
million?
not. I want to withdraw.
Well, it looks like Miss Arabelle knows the answer. Doc, will you please turn the camera and let her answer?
Right on. C.
That is correct.
I would have gotten it wrong.
Yeah.
Really?
I would have
I
gotten
was
it wrong.
gonna say Charizard.
I did not know that. Actually.
Right, okay, so there are technically 4 first Pokemon. Bulbasaur, the first Pokemon in the Pokedex.
Correct.
Rhydon, the first Pokemon that was ever designed. Arceus, which is considered the Pokemon deity, the creator, and Mew, which is the DNA of all future Pokemon. They are all considered firsts in their own way. So I was like, you don't even do that trick question. I thought you were gonna do the trick question, but no, I'm glad you didn't.
So I withdraw with $250,000.
I would have been
withdraws
curious,
the
though. I would have been curious if you had any shot at the
So did he have a dog?
Congratulations, you are the highest bidder.
Except for Doc.
Yeah, I think Tarek and Doc are tied now.
Well,
Yeah, we both got the farthest, but he walked away with the money.
Ah.
all right, so that's what I'm counting. Who is next in the play?
How many questions are left?
We have 6 questions left. 4 of them have been used.
We have 6 sets left.
6
I'll do it. I want to play.
All right.
Aramal, question sets 5, 6, 7, and 3 have all been used. Pick a number between 1 and 10.
I'll take 9.
9.
7 and 9.
Ooh, she's getting interest.
Let's see.
Let us play Who Wants to Be a Millionaire?
First question. $100. In Super Mario Bros., what color is Mario's hat? A. Purple. B. Green. C. Yellow. D. Red.
Okay, now we need to see the full face. Josh, take off your mask. We need to see your full face.
Context, he's only wearing it so that way he doesn't, like, he has a bit of hay fever and doesn't want to get pollen
I'm
everywhere.
gonna say D red.
Thank you. Of course.
Clap.
The only reason I would have gotten that wrong is if it was colorblind.
I feel like you would have picked the final
For
answer just to troll
$200,
everybody.
Armel, here's your next question.
For $200, Will Smith starred in which 90s comedy series? Was he in A. The Nanny, B. Friends, C. The Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, or D. Frasier?
See, Fresh Prince. Those other three are as white as they get.
I would have known that
Of course, that's correct.
For $300.
300. What animal is Rocket from Marvel's Guardians of the Galaxy? Is he A. raccoon, B. a rat, C. a panda, or D. a rabbit?
Depends on who you ask. But no, the correct answer is A.
Yes.
If someone described him as a trash panda, another person described him as a rabbit or a squirrel.
Exactly.
Squirrel!
For $500. In the original Power Rangers series, what color was not used for one of the Rangers? A. Blue, B. Red, C. Orange, or D. Pink?
C, orange.
That's right.
I'm not
Disowned you.
Yeah.
You got that wrong.
You would have murdered me.
I'm not a Power Ranger.
$4,000.
$1,000.
What material makes for deadly weapons against werewolves in movies? A. Lead, B. Gold, C. Silver, or D. Bronze?
C, silver, cheesecake, stop boring.
That feels like my brain.
Yeah, it's just like as soon as it's a horror question, it's just like death stare activate. As soon as it's a monster question, it's like death stare activate. As soon as it's like a video game question, it's like.
Y'all are judging me.
I don't have a question.
How much money does she have now?
She is now at $1,000.
Nice.
Hey, that was first thinking that. Let's see if you can keep up this roll.
Yeah.
2,000. What was the highest grossing movie at the box office in the 90s? A. Jurassic Park, B. Titanic, C. Independence Day, or D. Star Wars Episode 1, The Phantom Menace?
B, Titanic.
Correct.
Yes.
I like blue.
It was Jurassic Park until Titanic unseated it.
Yeah.
I thought it was reversed.
No, Jurassic Park came out first.
Oh!
Yeah,
my bad.
Jurassic was 1993, while Titanic was 97, I believe.
Jurassic Park came out the week
Yeah,
I was
see,
born.
I mixed the two up. Alright.
Alright, for $4,000. What does the term bug usually refer to in video games? A. A player companion, B. A pesky enemy, C, a program error, or D, a hidden secret?
C, program error.
That's correct.
Thanks.
I mean, there are some AIs who are bugged the heck out, but
$8,000. What determined the form of Gozer v. Gozerian in Ghostbusters? A spoken word. B, thought. C, it was random. Or B, it was chosen by Gozer.
Okay, hold on before you answer. Try to look at these faces. Look at these faces.
Josh, are you okay?
I think
This may have brought back some past trauma.
Dog over here trying not to laugh. Which one was thought?
B,
B, I'll take B, it was thought.
correct.
What did you do, Ray?
What
I'm
did
sorry.
you do, Ray?
I just popped in there.
What? I told them.
What?
Like,
What did you do, Ray?
$16,000. The Earthbound graboid worm monsters from the Tremors series hunt by using what means? Do they hunt by A, hearing, B, sight, C, vibration, or D, sonar?
Okay. Josh, you haven't shown me this movie.
For obvious reasons.
I'm going to take a lifeline.
Would you like to phone a friend, have 50-50,
I'm
or
gonna-
told the
I'm going to
audience?
phone a husband.
Very well, Josh.
Hey, honey, how do the Tremors things kill people?
They can feel my vibrations. It's a perfect conductor. That means we're stuck. That ticks me off.
I think they hunt by vibrations.
That is correct.
Yeah. I thought that was it, and it was either that or sonar.
Yeah.
But I didn't want to lose out on 16,000.
Very well then.
All right, now $32,000. John Rambo was a veteran of which war? Was he a Korea veteran, a World War II veteran, a Vietnam veteran, or an Afghanistan veteran?
I'm gonna go with C, Vietnam veteran.
Is that your final answer?
Oh, that I don't like that noise.
That is correct.
All right.
I've never seen a single Rambo movie either.
Me neither.
Very
So,
well. You have $32,000. Can you keep it up?
Hey, look, now paying on a house, babe.
$64,000 now. The Simpsons started airing in which year?
Okay, in the handbasket.
A, 1980, B, 1983, C, 1985, or D, 1989?
Remember, you still have 2 life.
I know, and I'm gonna probably need them. I'm gonna pull the couch.
You're going to pull the couch.
All right.
Repeat the question and then repeat the answers.
The Simpsons started airing which year? A, 1980, B, 1983, C, 1985, or 1989?
The majority answer is D. Do you accept the answer?
I accept the answer.
That is entirely correct.
Good. I thought it was 89, and I'm like 83 also sounds good too. I don't know.
I was thinking that
Very
too.
well.
All right, $125,000. In Star Wars, what was supposed to be Luke Skywalker's original last name when George Lucas came up with the character? Was he called A, Star Hunter, B, Star Chaser, C, Star Walker, or D, Star Killer?
I don't know this one. I think I'm gonna do B, Star Chaser.
Is that your final answer?
It is.
And that is incorrect.
Oh!
I think I know.
I think I know.
It was
Star Killer.
It was
Yeah,
D.
they used the name Star Killer and for the main protagonist in the Force Unleashed video game series.
Which I haven't played.
And of course, the Star Killer base.
Yeah,
More
what
fun. What was her $1 million question?
Yeah, what was my $1 million?
I have $1 million question. Which famous movie score composer, conductor, and orchestrator died of a tragic airplane accident in June 2015? A. Jerry Goldsmith. B. John Williams. C. Harry Manfredini. Or D. James Horner.
It's either A or D.
Which one, Katie?
It's James Horner.
Yeah, I thought it was James Horner.
That
Because
is
he's
correct.
one I love his composition for
I
Casper.
Yeah.
Like,
I love this. I love him too.
oh yeah.
Yeah.
All right. This
So
set
I
has
knew it was either A or D. I just did not know which one.
Good job,
There we
Oliver.
go.
Well done, well
As
done.
far as I did, at least. So, yay.
Chris, you are our next contestant.
All right.
Good
All
job.
right, Chris. Set 5, 6, 7, 3, and 9 have all been used. Pick a number between 1 and 10.
Numero uno.
Number 1.
Number 1. All right.
We are number 1.
Hey, Will, where's that outfit?
It's back at home. I did not think to break one.
Very good. Chris, are you ready?
Yes. Let's do this.
All right, here we go.
$100.
All right.
What is Superman's biggest weakness? A. Water. B.
Perfect. Perfect start.
Or D. Math.
Gee, let me think.
That's not a choice.
You need kryptonite.
All right, we need the peanut gallery to calm down.
No, hang on, I need to see. No, that was a $50 question.
And the movie just goes to the host.
It's more like 50 cents, but okay.
Host roast.
Alright, $200. In the Star Trek universe, ships like the USS Enterprise serve the United Federation of A. Moons, B. Stars, C. Planets, or D. Asteroids.
Planets.
Correct.
Nice. Nice.
$300. How often does Sheldon Cooper always knock on somebody's door in the show The Big Bang Theory? Does he knock once, twice, 3 times, or not at all?
3 times.
That is correct.
Ben,
Alright, 500.
Ben.
What is the breed of lady from the movie Lady and the Tramp? A. Poodle. B. Cocker Spaniel. C. Mutt. D. A Scottish Terrier.
She is a Cocker Spaniel.
Correct.
Correct.
For the $1,000, how did James T. Kirk do during the no-win scenario test known as the Kobayashi Maru in Star Trek? A. He beat it. B. He never took it. C. He utterly failed. Or D. He cheated.
He cheated.
That is correct.
Yes. I was gonna say like he won because he rigged it though.
He won because he cheated.
Yes. 2,000. So you get $1,000 safe. Name the character that stole the apple from Parent's shirt in the movie The Black Cauldron. A. Gurgi. B. Elonwy. C. Hen Hen. Or D. The One King.
Repeat the question.
Name the character that stole the apple from Parent's shirt in the movie The Black Cauldron.
Gurgi.
Correct.
Yeah.
Okay, I thought
Gurgi.
I only saw the movie once and I didn't get all the way through.
4,000. Name a show that appears on the channel A&E. A. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. B. Days of Our Lives. C. Say Yes to the Dress. Or D. CSI Crime Scene Investigations.
I actually do.
Let me get a 50-50.
50-50.
Right.
Use the lifeline.
That leaves us with the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles and CSI.
CSI.
Correct.
I would have actually
8,000. What is the nature of the purple Infinity Stone from the Marvel Universe? Is it A. Time. B. Ether. C. Power. Or D. Soul.
Wait, repeat them?
What is the nature of the purple Infinity Stone from the Marvel Universe? Time, ether, power, or soul?
Power.
Final answer.
That is correct.
Yep, that's correct. One of the Guardians of the Galaxy were fighting over.
16,000. What is the name of the Emperor in Star Wars? A. Darth Vader. B. Darth Maul. C. Darth Sidious. Or D. Darth Plagueis.
Darth Sidious.
Correct.
Correct.
Nailed it. 16,000 in the bank.
Chris is on a roll.
Yeah.
$32,000. The character of Godzilla, the most well-known giant monster, was inspired by what tragic event? A. An earthquake. B. A nuclear bomb. C. A reactor meltdown. Or D. A hurricane.
Much like a lot of Japanese media, unfortunately, it was inspired by the Hiroshima bomb.
Therefore, you say B?
Nuclear bomb.
Correct.
Nice. I would have gotten that wrong.
What would you have guessed?
I would have guessed an earthquake.
Oh, okay.
Alrighty, how much does he have right now in the pie?
He is now at 52,000.
Very well.
$64,000. Alright. Doom, one of the most well-known first-person shooters of the 1990s, was a brainchild of what event? A. A drinking contest. B. An afternoon at the firing range. C. A Dungeons and Dragons session. Or D. A trip to the movie theater.
I want to play the audience.
You want to poll the audience?
All right.
Very well.
What do
Repeat
you-
the question.
Alright, folks. Doom, the video game from the 1990s, was a brainchild of what event? Was it a drinking contest? B. An afternoon at the firing range? C. A D&D session? Or D. A trip to a movie theater?
The unanimous answer is C, a D&D session. Do you choose to accept their answer?
Yes.
That is correct!
Smarter than the average couch.
Very well.
Nice. 125,000. Which infamous professional video game player turned out to be a major fraud who hid his cheating for decades? A. Jesse Cliff. B. James Rolfe. C. Noah Antweiler. Or D. Billy Mitchell.
Billy Mitchell.
Final answer?
Yes.
And that is correct!
Yes.
I would have been heartbroken if it had been Noah Antweiler. I love
Alrighty,
Spoony.
$125,000 is yours.
Whoa.
Nice.
She's almost
Let
up
us
there.
see.
$1 million now.
And he's still got 2 life. He's still got 1
One.
One lifeline.
Alright. For $250,000, I'd like to know, Chris. The design and appearance of the gold and the technology from the Stargate series is inspired by which ancient civilization? A. The Incas. B. The Egyptians. C. The Mayans. Or D. The Babylonians.
The Egyptians.
Is that your final answer?
Yes.
Correct.
Nice.
Okay. They're making me do Stargate video game and it's making me so happy.
Alright, you are now at $500,000.
Alright. Ooh, 500,000. Who played Dracula in the 1931 American movie adaptation of the Dracula novel? A. Max Schreck. B. Vincent Price. C. Boris Karloff. Or D. Bela Lugosi.
That face.
Bela Lugosi.
Final answer?
Yes.
$500,000!
Okay. Blissy, you gotta keep quiet until after.
Alright.
Hey, don't let us come in.
Be nice.
Leia pointed out you not only made it to $1 million, but you still have a lifeline left too.
Wow!
Oh. Where's the $1 million?
Alright, $1 million.
Let's go! Assistant, has he used 50-50 yet?
Yeah, he has used it 50-50.
He has phone a friend. Yeah.
Very well. Now, give us $1 million. Alright. Alright, Chris.
Good luck, Turkey.
What entity in the H.P. Lovecraft mythos is known as the Black Goat of the Woods with 1,000 Young? A. Yig. B. Cthulhu. C. Shub-Niggurath, or D. Groff?
I am going to phone someone.
Very well. Choose someone in the audience.
That is Blissy.
No!
Are you sure?
Now, he's already made his
Already
choice.
made his choice.
Oh no!
Alright.
I just started learning about Lovecraft and he's only introduced me to so many of them. What were the names
Read the
again?
question again.
All right.
Okay.
All right, hon. We'd like to know what entity in the H.P. Lovecraft mythos is known as the Black Goat of the Woods with 1,000 young? Yig, Cthulhu, Shub-Niggurath, or Groff?
Cthulhu was a code for that. I know it's not Cthulhu.
Good.
It's not Cthulhu. I don't know about I don't know about A, I don't know about M, and I don't know about D. I think I might have heard about C, Chris, but I'm not sure. I'm sorry. I guess it could be C.
She is giving you the answer C as a final answer. Do you accept?
What are the answers again?
The answers are A. Yig, B. Cthulhu, C. Shub-Niggurath, or D. Groff. And her suggestion C.
For $1 million. Remember, you can still withdraw with $500,000.
Or risk it all.
I'm going to say D. Groff.
Is that your final answer?
Yes.
For $1 million, a turkey. Your answer.
Is incorrect!
She was right!
A fictional deity created by writer H.P. Lovecraft. She's often
Well
associated with the
played,
phrase
well
"the black
played.
goat of the woods with 1,000 young."
You got
You got further than any of us. Well done.
Chris, you got guts. You got guts.
Let's go with it.
He's got guts because it isn't real money. Would he actually make that choice if he was actually on the show?
I might have went with what she said if I was on the show.
Yeah, but would you have actually made the choice, or would you walked away with $500,000?
I would have walked away.
Yeah, that's what I thought. When there's actual money involved, it changes your conviction on every answer.
Like $500,000 is still a lot of money I've never had in my lifetime.
That is the amount of. That is double the amount of our budget for house. That
Okay.
doubled by 2 houses.
A round of Who Wants to Be a Millionaire. Lightning Bliss. Good luck.
No pressure.
What options are left?
We have set number 2, set number 4, set number 8, and set number 10. Pick your set.
Nobody wants to even numbers.
I'll go for broken, go for 10.
Go for 10.
All right.
The final set of questions has been chosen.
Before we begin, I want to say I hope that there won't be any special privileges due to spouse.
There is no-
Because both of you watch a lot of the same things, you know.
He made double sure that I didn't know any of these. He had me print them out, but the answers were not selected for me. He did that after I printed them out. So I didn't even bother looking. I browsed, yeah.
Okay, here we go.
All right.
Let us play. Who Wants to Be a Millionaire?
All right.
I'm gonna get the first one wrong.
No, you won't.
I will.
I'd be shocked if he did. For $100, what fantasy race is often referred to by the term halfling? Is it A, a dwarf, B, an elf, C, a hobbit, or D, a goblin?
See, Hobbit, final answer.
Correct?
Yay!
Yeah.
I would have murdered her. That's my favorite movie series. Well, the Lord of the Rings with the Hobbit.
Where did Harry Potter reside before he was invited to Hogwarts? A, a tiny upstairs room, B, a cupboard under the stairs, C, a cage in the living room, or D, a corner in the attic?
A B, I covered under the stairs. Final
Correct.
answer.
Yeah.
Like a parakeet.
A cage in the living room.
I'm a wizard. I'm a wizard.
Alright. $300. In most fantasy settings, what mystical power is referred to in conjunction with the use of magic? A. Mana. B. Mono. C. Mini. D. Munu.
What was the question?
In most fantasy settings, what mystical power is referred to in conjunction with the use of magic? Mana, Mono, Mini, Munu.
Mana, final answer.
Correct.
Nice.
I was about to say mono. I should have had some nice magic powers.
Really?
Hey, I had it for a few months. I should at least get something out of it.
She has to want it too, you know.
Okay.
Alright.
$500. Who do you usually play as in the Legend of Zelda games? Do you play as A. Ganon, B. Link, C. Zelda, or D. Dodongo?
See, I didn't know this for the longest time until I heard one of Josh's videos, or was it James Rolfe? Link, final answer.
Correct!
Yay! It is.
What's it called? Zelda!
I know, right?
Nobody knows.
Now, for $1,000, hon. The enormously popular video game Tetris was created in which country? A. Germany. B. Japan. C. USA. Or D. Russia.
D, Russia, final answer.
Correct!
You learned something from me, Golden Fox.
Yeah.
Call out.
Oh, that's what it's all about. I think you're the golden cuts the
All
golden.
right.
All fit in together.
Thanks,
$2,000.
communism.
Yeah.
For Tetris. Thanks, communism.
All right, you ready? Nope. What is the name of Goku's brother from Dragon Ball? A. Vegeta. B. Turles. C. Raditz. D. Nappa.
C, Rat's final answer.
Correct.
I would insult myself if I got that wrong.
$4,000. In The Lord of the Rings, the sword Sting can warn its user of danger. What presence can it sense? A. Spiders. B. Demons. C. Spirits. Or D. Orcs.
D, Orcs, final answer.
Correct.
Nice.
I absolutely hate spiders with a burning passion. Sorry,
I respect them.
So do I. $8,000. In the Star Trek universe, what philosophy is used for the design of the Borg ships? A. Geometric shapes. B. Asymmetrical shapes. C. Bird-like shapes. Or D. Crab-like shapes.
What were the first two?
Geometric and asymmetrical.
You still have all of your lifelines like
Oh, I
exist.
should know this, but look, I don't.
What philosophy is used for the design of the Borg ships?
It's a cube.
Well, what is a cube?
I don't know. I
Perhaps
don't know how I.
She's a cute.
I don't know how I passed
You are bad.
geometry. So.
do you wish to use a lifeline?
Okay, what were the first two again?
First two were geometric shapes or asymmetrical shapes.
E. Final answer. No, wait. I got it wrong. I got it wrong. It's okay.
That's incorrect.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh.
How did I pass geometry? I'll never know.
It was geometric
Geometric
shapes.
shapes.
All right.
You at least walked away with
Now,
a
I'd like to focus.
For fun, let's hear the $1 million for Blissy.
Why don't we just go for rest? Come on. This was endless. But we'll counter it as 1,000. Who's fine with that?
Sure, yeah.
All right, continue.
Look, can
People
we-
want to know, huh?
Yeah.
And,
I didn't even use my lifeline. So
Yeah,
I didn't
exactly.
want to. So.
Inquiring minds want to know.
All right. Thanks for the second. This is probably spouse's privilege, I guess.
Yeah, it is. It absolutely is. But that's okay.
I am acknowledging this to the viewers. This is spouse privilege.
That and you were last candidate on having way too much fun.
Yeah.
16,000.
Okay.
The sequel movie Tremors 2 Aftershocks. What means did the bipedal shrieker creatures use to hunt? Do they hear, see infrared, sense vibration, or use sonar?
B. C. Infrared. Final answer.
Correct.
Yay!
Good. On that. 32,000. What sort of car is heavily featured in the 1986 comedy Ferris Bueller's Day Off? Is it A, a Lamborghini Countach LP400, a Ferrari GT 1961, a Ford Mustang II, or a Chevy Corvette C2?
B, Ferrari, final answer.
Correct.
Woo! I wouldn't have known that. I don't know. I've never
Ferrari
seen it.
convertible.
64,000 would have been how many actors portrayed the character of Albus?
Hold on.
Okay, try again.
64,000 would have been how many actors portrayed the character of Albus Dumbledore throughout the Harry Potter movie series? Was it a single actor, 2, B, 2 actors, C, 3 actors, or D, 4 actors?
B, 2 actors, final answer.
That is correct.
2 answers. 2 actors, yes.
The first I
He
was
cut me
just
on a math question, seriously.
Yeah.
$125,000. What was James Bond's original signature firearm in the movies? Did he use A, a Glock 17, B, a Walter PPK, C, an M1911, or D, a Luger 1900?
I'm gonna call someone.
You're gonna call.
Alright.
Who you gonna call? Ghostbusters!
You may not pick me. I know
I
all
am
the
aware. Tarek, I'm calling you.
Alright.
I'm going to say a Glock.
You're gonna say Glock?
A
Is
Glock.
that your final answer?
Okay, I'm gonna go with Tarek's answer, Glock.
That would have been wrong.
Aww.
Okay, I know the kid. It's Walter PPK.
Okay, what's my million?
I'm not a James Bond buff.
Yeah,
There's only 3 questions left.
Yeah, what's your million?
Okay.
There's like 3 questions left. So for $250,000, it would have been, what was the largest practical effects character ever used in a movie?
Ooh.
A, the shark from Jaws. B, the alien queen from Aliens. C, the T-Rex in Jurassic Park. Or D, the giant squid from 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea.
That is an excellent question.
That's a real good one.
Okay, so Jaws was a huge, massive prop in the first film, and they actually let it out to rot later because the salt water destroyed it.
Yeah.
But then aliens came along, and the queen was massive. It took 4 people to puppet her, and then another 2 people to work the jaw, and then another to crane her up. The squid was massive though, but it didn't do much considering. And what was the other one?
The
T-Rex
T-Rex
from
from
Jurassic
Jurassic
Park.
T-Rex was like puppet too. You know what? I'll go with the T-Rex.
That would have been correct.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Wait, the T-Rex was not CG?
But it was part of the time it was. You see,
But it was made to enhance.
Right.
The CG was made to enhance.
Oh, I would have gotten that wrong.
they switch between practical and computer effects depending on the shot, and
Correct.
it's a really
So
great
fluid.
effect between them.
fluid.
The only reason why I didn't go for the giant squid, which was a big prop, it didn't really do much. It might as well
It
been.
was a puppet, yeah.
Yeah, most of we only saw like the horse.
It's
The
still
squid was actually miniature.
I had a feeling there's something
Actually,
wrong
that's
about it.
incorrect. At the
No.
time of the filming, that was the largest practical effect ever used in the film at that point.
I thought it was a miniature. Never
It wasn't.
mind.
But I figured that the T-Rex had to be bigger.
Yeah.
So, anyway.
The T-Rex I knew was big. It had to be the biggest one. The only one I would have thought that it could have possibly been beaten it was the squid. But no, yeah.
Now, the $500,000 question would have been, how did Doctor Strange in the Marvel movie of the same name defeat the entity Dormammu from the Dark Dimension? A, did he trick him with illusions? B, using an endless time loop? C, banishing him to the mirror dimension?
The endless time
Or
the final answer.
destroying him? Yes.
Okay.
I would have said he annoyed him to death.
No, you're not wrong.
Annoyed him into submission.
And finally, of course, the $1 million question.
Okay.
What is the rarest known NES game?
Oh.
A, Nintendo World Championships Gold Edition. B, Bonk's Adventure. C, Bubble Bobble Part 2. Or Nintendo Campus Challenge.
A, final answer.
Wrong.
I was wrong?
It's wrong.
What is it?
Nintendo Campus Challenge.
Really?
Yes.
Tell them the story you told me.
Even I didn't know that.
The game was created for some kind of event involving school campuses, and after the event ended, all copies were meant to be destroyed. However, a single copy was known to have survived from the hands of a Nintendo employee and was sold about 12 years ago.
For how much?
I want to say it changed hands for about $50,000.
Nintendo.
So I'm gonna go on record that I probably made the
So,
lowest
It may
income
not
of this game.
factually be the rarest game, but what I said, the rarest known video game. And since we only know of a single copy, that makes it de facto the rarest.
I feel glad I got all the way to my million, even if I lost it all.
You still got further than all of us.
I'm gonna say a turkey won.
Yeah.
Turkey
I
won.
say a
Nicely done.
Congratulations! Wow!
We lived through it.
Oh my goodness.
It's worth $28,194. It says, it's funny. Nintendo Campus Challenge 1991 prices, NES, compare, lose, complete, new. $28,194, one sale per year. Manual. As in, like, you have to manually buy it.
Wow. Yeah, there's no trend. If there's a single copy, there's no trend.
Okay.
But yeah, this was.
You're doing this
well
every
done,
couple
Lars.
of street now.
Well done.
Yeah.
My compliments to you, Lars, and to you, Misty Phantom.
I do have a couple of extra sets that I'm going to keep for next year.
Yay!
Excellent.
That way you have less work.
So remember, 2, 4, and 8 did not get chosen.
That's okay. But thank you, everybody who took part in this. This was a lot of fun to watch. And it got really intense at certain moments.
But that made it fun.
And you gotta love some of the commentary these guys came up with.
Peanut gallery is the best part of the game.
I'm still proud of myself for getting the Mary Shelley Frankenstein release date.
Yeah, thank you for that.
But I didn't know it off the top of my head, and I'm like, oh crap, I should know this.
You, Internet, you owe people apologies for Baby Yoda and getting that name wrong.
You cannot pick on me for not knowing that simple answer. I still do not know how I passed geometry.
Okay.
Gentlemen, I'm afraid we have to use math.
Nobody said any math!
No, math.
I don't know, I probably would have been pretty good at it.
You would have.
Alright, overall consensus, best out of 10.
10. 10.
We had an
Yeah.
immense amount of fun. So thank you very much for putting in all that prep work, Lars.
Thanks.
I was his
A
guinea
plus would
pig
play then.
for the questions he would ask me. I would tell him how to arrange them
And difficulty.
in difficulty.
I need to go to bed.
All right.
She's making fried ice cream.
It's time to sign off because we actually have dessert coming. But thank you all for taking part in this with us. This was very memorable, immensely memorable. Until next time.
All right.